I'm going to sing and I've got a smoke machine.
Okay.
Just relax. This happens all the time.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you ready?
That's my warning. Yeah.
All right. 3, 2.
My balls is totally moving, new and improving. Out there we get back on. I've got the heart and desire. My balls are on fire, ready to take us to the top. Welcome to the show. Did you know that your mom is on? Thank you. Welcome to the show. You can always tell when it's gonna be good when the guest thinks that the singing was fun.
I thought, who would think that was fun?
Some people get uncomfortable, don't they, Michael?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked it. You're as long as you're not trying to court me by singing to me, I'm happy to have singing.
Have I told you?
And there's no like acoustic guitar, so I'm very comfortable.
Oh, it's coming.
With it.
Yeah.
Ooh,
No,
okay.
I don't do that.
Okay, good.
I never did that. Yeah, never did that.
That's good. You're a cool guy.
I'm pretty cool. Definitely try hard, that's for sure. But
You try hard to be cool.
yeah, I don't anymore, but I tried so hard for so long
Right.
that it's just instilled in me.
I think once you've tattooed your scalp, you've earned it.
Okay. I never thought of that.
Yeah. I think that you've proved your point. We get it.
Do you have any tattoos?
I don't. I was either going to get a zillion or a 0, and I opted for 0.
It's pretty classy.
If you'd gotten a zillion, what would some of them have been?
I mean, obviously classic, dog portrait on the thigh. I'm that kind of a girl. But, you know what? The first set I wanted to do, I wanted to get like Andy Warhol's early sketches on my rib cage. That was
wow.
And that was the appropriate response. The laugh from the other room, and that's why we haven't done it.
Yeah, if you had been like, "Oh yeah, I've got some sick tats. Look at this," I'd be like, "Oh my god, maybe this isn't gonna work out."
You don't like Andy Warhol's early sketches?
Not as your first tattoo, no.
Why not? What was my first tattoo?
Just
and a Basquiat tramp stamp.
Yeah,
that's a great idea. See, we're workshopping here.
It's too classy and alternative. You're like an artist.
But I truly love Andy Warhol. And the thing was, like, he was making
You're very
fun of art.
sophisticated, aren't you?
I'm not
you
really.
You seem like it.
I'm from Union, New Jersey.
When you do your show things and you do the read thing about some news and stuff and you attack it, it's very witty. And
thank
like
you.
if I was going to hit on you,
yeah.
I would probably opt not to, because I would know that sooner or later you would get to know me and know that I'm like just a basic animal. Wow,
we got so deep so quickly.
Why not?
I love it. Yeah, no. I mean, that's an interesting observation that you have. I mean, I have a hard time in relationships in general. So it wouldn't work out, but it wouldn't be your fault.
You seem like a tough, sophisticated New York City girl. And New York City girls, there's New York City hoes, and then there's New York City girls, and I'm intimidated by them because I'm a hoe. Yeah. And I'm like, you're going to figure it out sooner or later that this is unhealthy.
Right. I mean, I'm a bit of a retired hoe at this point. Not like, I don't know. I just was like, it got to a point where I'm like, I'd rather watch TV at home with my dog. I don't know.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, in a good way. I love it. Yeah.
You don't miss sex?
No, I mean, I still have sex.
Yeah, but not as much as you did, you're saying.
Yeah. No, and I'm fine with it.
Has your sex drive gone down?
It's become more selective. I'm like easily repulsed by people.
Seriously, a hoe. I mean, you had sex with people where you were like, yeah, I guess.
Oh, you got to try it once to know. It's like a buffet. You got to be like, no, that looks good. You're preaching to the choir. But,
trust me.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm a giant hoe. I got to know.
And then when you start comedy, like you're like, oh, I love funny people more than anything. And then you have just so many funny men all around you all the time. And you're like, I just have to have sex with all of them once.
You had sex with a funny guy.
almost exclusively funny
I
guys.
thought you weren't supposed to have sex with your colleagues.
Who made that up? You know who made that up?
Somebody that I had sex with that was in the game said that you're not supposed to do it too much.
There's no rules in comedy. You see what's happening on stage is the circus.
Yeah, I mean, especially funny. Funny is attractive to me.
Also, female comedians, we don't really have our pick of the litter. Like I was drowning. Okay, so before I started comedy, I was doing great. And then once you pick up a microphone as a woman, the pool from which you get to choose from of men really goes down. The well dries up.
Why?
Come on, how could that? How would a guy like? How did you meet men before you got into comedy?
Just walked around.
Okay, so once you
Nice.
start doing comedy,
Must be nice.
so once you start doing comedy, when you're walking around the day after you did your first open mic, how the hell do they know that you're a comic?
Too much yapping. No, I mean, they just, no, they don't. But as soon as you say that you're a comic, like my comedy partner and I, we both signed up for Raya a while ago. We're both off of
They
it now.
won't let me in.
They
won't approve me.
You can put
Miles
me as a
has
recommendation.
Riot, and I don't have Riot. I'm like, I'm
I'll
pretty
refer
sure.
you.
Wait, Miles has.
He's on Riot and I'm not.
Well, he is the only producer in the podcast game who habitually wears sunglasses now. I thought one day he was just tired, but apparently that's just his.
It's from
Wait, do you have
Dingo.
sunglasses on right now?
Dingo's been coming in. He's been inspiring me. It looks nice.
What is going on?
I said I would get you on Raya.
It's kind of dark in here. Like, that is a weird
I know there's
thing.
just a guy in the living room with sunglasses on.
That's pretty much what's happening.
I love it.
You gonna get me on Riot? This is also
I'm gonna
bullshit.
get you on.
We can both refer you.
Yeah.
Because we've
team
both been
effort.
on. Yeah. So you could have
somebody-
two referrals.
Seriously?
I'd be happy to.
Because I would really appreciate it. I want to get on there.
I would want, you just tell me who if you run into any Spice Girls, just tell me. Because my
Ooh.
ex-boyfriend matched with
Yeah.
Scary Spice.
One of our friends slept with a Spice Girl.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
And allegedly she was pregnant with Eddie Murphy's child.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is crazy. I love this.
Right?
1 degree of separation.
It's pretty juicy.
Yeah.
I will say though, I'm not sure if Raya is like the best one though. Like,
I just need to be on all of
Are
them.
you on an even more exclusive dating app? Our producer.
What's lit?
I don't really use them like that anymore, but the thing with Raya is it feels more like a social media app than an actual like hookup app like the other ones. I feel like people like saying that they like talked to a famous person on Raya or matched with a famous person more so than they're actually down to like go on there and like
What gives you that vibe?
hook up. Well, also I'm not Jason Ellis, so maybe you'll have more success on
Yeah, I
there.
think an actual famous person.
Yeah.
No shade.
No, it's right. It's true though.
I
It's
think
true,
you'll do
though.
fine.
Hell yeah, everybody. It's time to bone up with BlueChew. Let's get chubby.
Let's get the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but in chewable tablets and at a fraction of the cost. Low-cost boners, y'all!
Especially if you use our promo code. But it's super discreet. You talk one time to somebody on the phone, and then it comes in a discreet package, so no one knows that you're just packing heat, just
That's right.
pinging stuff off it. Throw things over my shoulder from it.
BlueChew tablets are the same as my boner, proudly made in the USA.
Yeah, BlueChew wants to help you have better sex.
That's right.
That's a pretty good deal, right? Who wants to have better sex? I mean,
I was into bad sex for a while, but it
Right.
turns out the good stuff, way better.
pretty kinky of you, Michael. Check it out, everybody, at BlueChew.com and chew it and do it, you know?
We've got a special deal for our listeners. Try BlueChew free boners.
Yeah.
When you use our promo code Ellis.
I
at
use them all the
checkout.
time, you guys. It's no lie. I don't want to say it, but it's...
He only stopped because I was coming over. Try BlueChew
packing,
free when you use the promo code Ellis at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping.
I carry my laundry on my boner now. I don't use a laundry basket. There's no need, thanks to BlueChew.
The Iron Rod, they call him here
That's
in
what
the
they
valley.
call me in the show now. The Iron Rod is telling you to go to BlueChew.com, use the promo code Ellis, and you will receive your first month completely free. Big dicks, free. You with me? BlueChew.com, use the promo code Ellis, and chub up.
And we thank BlueChew for sponsoring the podcast.
Yeah, my dick thanks you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just.
I'm a non-famous person.
But you also don't look like the
person.
guy. Like for me, I met the only app I've ever met a serious boyfriend on was Raya, and he had like a more alternative look too, and so he stuck out, which was incredible. So you'll stick out. So if someone's into your look, you're gonna clean up because everyone has boat shoes.
Boat shoes.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like those like slip on.
What is that?
Slip on, no socks. I'm on a yacht with that I don't own, but I'm gonna photograph it as if I do.
Why does everybody take a photo next to the Eiffel Tower?
Well, that's a little different.
It's not. It's like, oh, you went to Paris? Sucker, who cares? Like, oh, look at me. I like fine dining. I've been to the Eiffel Tower. I'm like, you're a hoe bag. I'm not giving you anything.
Would you go to Paris and not take a photo of the Eiffel Tower?
No.
Are you that cool?
Yes.
Yes, you would, dude.
Oh, I don't.
Yes,
I've
you
been
would.
there. I've been there like 10 times. I never took a photo next to the friggin' tower.
Are you serious?
I've been in a photo with one, but I didn't want to be. It was just like a group. Hey, all skateboarders get in front of the tower. I'm like, oh, God.
Non-consensual Eiffel Tower photo.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that you went through that.
Check it out. The first time I was in Paris, I was on a train and everyone's like, let's get off and see the Eiffel Tower. And I was like, gay. I'm going to McDonald's.
Right.
And I went to McDonald's and got back on the train.
Okay, cool.
I didn't need to see it.
You don't need. Well, honestly, going to McDonald's in other countries is one of my favorite pastimes.
They have
so that's a
beer
good
there.
idea.
That's why I went.
Royale with cheese.
They do.
What?
Royale with cheese.
Yeah, and beer, more importantly.
I went to a McDonald's in Venice and they just played Sex Bomb by Tom Jones on a loop.
Oh, I love
On
that.
a loop.
I think they wanted us to leave.
Oh.
That would make me stay longer.
It was late and they were cleaning up and you're just not paying attention. I'm like, wait, have we heard Sex Bomb 6 times in a row?
That's a catchy tune.
Yeah.
Baby, you could turn me on.
Yeah, that was. I think a TV show even used that for the theme song. That's how catchy that is.
I could stay in a room listening to that 6 times, no problem.
I have obsessive compulsive disorder. I regularly listen to songs like 50 times in a row until my
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Wrecking Ball, Miley Cyrus
that
Wrecking
mean-
Ball. If you listen to it like 50 times in a row, you just new meaning comes out of it.
Yeah, I'm not prepared to investigate that.
No.
I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
I have listened to Silverchair like 80 times.
Oh wow.
One song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. I get obsessed with a song for a day or two, and then I
burn
move
it
on.
out.
Move
Yeah.
on to the next song.
Yeah, because if you listen to it 100 times, it's like I watch Meg. I don't even think it's that good of a movie, but I watch Meg all the time because
really?
I find new things in it that are extra dumb, and it makes me laugh. And
Yeah.
same, I watch John Wick all the time and The Equalizer.
I watch You've Got Mail. That's the one that if it's on, I'm sitting and watching it. There's something very comforting about it.
See, that's a New York City girl.
You've Got Mail specifically.
Yeah,
Well, shop around
there's
the
no
corner.
explosions in it.
No. I've seen John
Have you
Wick,
seen
though.
the movie? Oh my God. A movie about a lady, a New York lady, and the frustrations of her mind and dating a guy.
Right.
And is he controlling me or are my friends liars? Just the emotions of some lifeless bitch.
Right.
And it's a whole movie dedicated to her wanking off about nothing. What's it called? Ellie drooling? Who?
Alice Darling.
Ellis Darling.
Ellis Darling?
Alice.
Oh,
Darling.
Alice.
Yeah. The dumbest movie
Anna
ever.
Kendrick.
I never saw this.
Yeah. Good.
Sounds up my alley, though. I love wanking.
It's a very right.
Yeah.
I feel like you would enjoy this.
An
'cause
emotional wank.
It's a non-stop wank.
Sign me up.
Yeah, it doesn't stop jerking off. At one point, she's pulling her hair out on the bathroom. I'm like, why do I need to know this?
You know, so you like explosions, but not a lot of emotions.
I like emotions.
Like
John Wick, when his dog died, he was pretty emotional about
Okay,
that.
that was very sad, though.
That's what I'm saying.
That was very
It
sad.
made me go, you better get all those guys back and their friends. Turns out, spoiler alert, he does.
Yeah,
It feels good.
there's a lot of violence in those movies.
He's such a sweetheart,
Yeah.
but he really wrecks bad people.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like there's a secret part of him inside that's devilish, but he's a saint.
Mm-hmm.
It's very confusing. Must be tough to live in the mind of John Wick, I
Yeah.
would assume.
Yeah, he's like a Robin Hood, but with violence.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's troubling. I relate to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm troubled too. I'm not
I
very
heard.
good at like he's better at shooting and stuff, but I definitely feel like I would pull someone's face off and eat their brains.
Wow.
If they were to do something really bad. Like I'm ready to kill.
So you'd be like a Robin Hood, but like a cannibal.
Yeah. Well, I want to get the message into this person before they die that you're bad. You know what I mean? You're so bad that I'm eating you. Hey, everybody. I got an event, Carnival of Combat. It's like Ellis Mania, but I've got like dumb comedian celebrities fighting each other. But I also have the usual stuff where it's like blindfolded people with electric dog collars on, and then I give the remote to like their wife, and then they get electrocuted while everybody punches them in the head. It's really funny. It's November 4th, and it's in Tampa. And you can get tickets right now if you go to carnivalofcombat.com. And there's like all kinds of different seating, VIP. Luis J. Gomez is trying to fight this dude. And if he beats that dude, then he's trying to fight me, which means I have to come out of retirement. And all these people are going to be mad at me. But don't worry about it. I'm going to knock that dude out. He's not going to touch my face. But I think he's going to lose. And the only way you can see it is if you go to carnivalofcombat.com right now and get tickets. You're excited, right?
Yes, I'm very excited. What do you want me to say about it?
That was not that.
I'm very excited. I like your confidence,
See,
but I am concerned.
See me potentially die.
I thought your tagline was "Don't die."
It is.
You just said "See me potentially die." Jason, don't die.
Okay, don't watch me. Don't die.
There you go.
At Carnival
That's the best
of Combat.
promo ever. Watch him not die.
Yeah. Come out
Live,
please.
in Tampa.
Thank you.
What's the level of bad to get your face eaten off?
Molesting a kid.
I thought they were going to go there. Usually pedophilia is how it gets there.
Yeah, I'll end you.
Yeah.
I would do that after I'm a successful comedian because I'm pretty sure that'll do for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like once I do that, I'll be like, right, stop conquering the world. Just give it a chill pill.
Wait, is it killing the molester or being a successful comedian?
No, yeah, successful comedian. If that works out, and I have time after where I'm still physically able.
This would be your golden parachute.
This would make my golden parachute would be to work with the police that are looking for those guys, but instead of taking them to the courts, they bring me in to like finish the job.
You think they're going to keep giving you hot leads after the first couple's faces are removed?
Well, yeah, that spreads the word around.
Yeah.
That if you're a pedophile, the cops have a guy that will eat your brains while you're alive. And you're like, I make videos and stuff.
I think
Give myself a cool name, like a scary name. You know what I mean?
This is work. My friend Danny Polishchuk told me who's a comedian in New York. Just told me about this thing the other day that another comedian is doing. I think he's maybe like in Utah. His name is Colin, and he does this thing called the Newlyped game, where are you familiar with this?
No.
Okay, so he pretends to be like a child, lures in these predators, kind of like To Catch a Predator, but then makes them answer game show style questions on camera and says, if you get these questions right, we're not calling the police. And then he calls the police anyway. It's incredible.
It must be so fulfilling.
Yeah, he gets kicked off a lot of platforms, but
for busting pedophiles.
Yeah, because apparently you're not allowed to. I think it's the where you're just putting them on camera and then without them.
What about when that guy jerked off in front of George Michael in the bathroom, and then George jerked off, and then they arrested him? You showed your dick first.
Well, wasn't that like a sting operation? Or
yeah,
something?
But that's still. If I'm minding my own business in the gay bathroom, maybe I'm looking to suck a dick. I don't know. That's my business.
Right.
Obviously, not somebody that's fighting to get away. Somebody that wants it in my mouth, and then you come over and go, "Hey, look at this dick," and you go, "That's pretty cool. Look at mine."
Right.
And you booby trap me.
It does feel a little unfair.
How do you think the Beverly Hills PD selected the cop who had the pleasure or the chore of going and masturbating for strangers in the bathroom that day?
Wait, it was here that happened.
It was I forget if it was Beverly Hills or maybe Century City. I know I've played softball in the park. It was a bathroom in a park.
Interesting. I hope maybe they were like, listen, you're going to get all the good holidays off this year if you just do this.
Or maybe there was like, there's one guy here who I don't think would really mind.
Right.
That's more like it.
It's like, who's jerking off at work anyway?
Everybody I've met in a bathroom to suck off or suck me off, they might have been a cop, but they were into it.
That's how you break the system.
Yeah, one by one. You know?
Yeah.
I'm like, is it a crime?
Right.
You know? What about if I do this? Is that a crime?
How many times have you done this?
I used to do it a lot. I used to go, there was places I knew where it was always popping off. So I'd just go in there and somebody would blow me in minutes.
I'm kind of jealous that men can do that.
Yeah, which is crazy because you could do it, but nobody will organize the space for it. They don't have, girls aren't allowed in the jerk-off booths.
Right.
And not even trans girls, nobody's allowed in if they're girls.
Right.
And I'm like, why would they not want a bone too? Because I've met girls that want a bone.
Yeah.
You're not all, some of you want it all the time. You love cum.
That's true.
Right. So those ones aren't allowed in there. And I think it's unfair.
I think it's unfair too.
You should be allowed to beat one out there as well.
You can start
You can start your own places.
There's a Korean spa that I go to,
that's
not
true.
anymore because you get STDs too much, but everybody's sucking each other off in the steam room. Everybody.
Whoa.
Well, I've been there where it's like 30 guys all blowing each other.
Wow.
Yeah. Just, it's on.
Incredible.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
It's like you feel the energy of it, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, God damn, everyone is horny in this room.
You make a bunch of dudes blowing each other seem so masculine and hardcore. I think you're really good for the community.
It's really fun, even if you don't get a blowjob.
Right.
Watching a naked guy, because it's also it's like informational.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't stay in shape, when you get to 70, your ass meat will fall off the bone, and it's just like this other thing that's detached in a bag. You're the bag.
Yeah.
So it's real bad. Some people's balls are big and they got little weenies and a lot of pubes, and I'm like, oh my God, is that a penis? That's crazy. That's his penis. He has to use that for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
That's insane. I bet you somebody had sex with him too.
I bet you multiple people did.
Crazy.
I bet you that guy's married with a wife and kids.
Oh yeah.
He probably goes to the golf putting range in
One
K-Town.
time a gay guy tried to fight me in the locker room. He had a bad day, obviously, and he came into the sauna to get sucked off. I get it.
That's empathetic of you.
And I was there, and I was on my phone for a second in front of my locker, and he goes, "Really?" And I go, "Me?" And he goes, "Yeah, man, you're gonna use your phone?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, it's not illegal." And he's like, "I'm trying to use a locker," and I'm like, "Yours, like that one there?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "You can use it." And he's like, "Oh, really?" And I was like, "Yeah, really, motherfucker." You know what I mean? I'll let you go a couple of smart ass remarks, but maybe shut your fucking mouth, you know? And he was like, "Oh, it's like that?" And I'm like, "It can be, dude. No problem. Like, we can go right now. Naked. We were naked."
Ooh, a naked rumble.
I thought it was kind of cool. I was like,
very 300.
Yeah, it's kind of raw, you know what I mean? Like balls and punches. That's cool. So yeah, he backed off because he realized that it's not gonna work out.
Mm-hmm.
And then like a week later, he was in there and he blew me.
Did he know it was you again? I mean,
look at
I was gonna say that was a dumb question. That was a dumb question.
Yeah. And I was like, I guess we patched things up, you know?
Well, I feel like men don't stay mad at each other as long. So that's nice.
Yeah.
That's sweet of you.
Yeah, and I knew it. I almost said it, but I didn't want to provoke him anymore. I'm like, you're obviously having a bad day.
Yeah.
And I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm the wrong guy, you know?
Oh, I thought you were saying, and here's some of Daddy's cum. But
No.
I'm the wrong guy was also good.
Eventually, yes.
That was next week.
Right.
Yeah.
Corinne, you said you used to hoe out a whole bunch and you don't anymore. Let me ask you
I like how
something.
you made that sound like very
Corinne,
Barbara
you used to be a
Walters.
giant hoe bag. When did you turn the page and stop being such a slut?
No, I just want to know something.
Incredible.
And any answer to this question is fine.
Thank you.
Like, to me, I used to go out and do a bunch of dumb stuff, and partially I grew out of it, but partially I realized at a certain point my batting average, the number of times it turned out the way I wanted it to was so low, and the number of times it turned out way worse than that was so high that I'm just barking up the wrong tree here.
Not to me.
If you had a bunch
Hoe
of
bags work out every
great
time.
experiences, if you more often than not had a wonderful experience where you met a guy and you shared a joke and he wrote poems on your side that you got tattooed, and then you're like, I never even got his name.
Right.
Do you think you would have been as inclined to spend so much time watching Netflix with your dog now?
No, because I mean, for me, it was more like my work became much more important than women going out and having sex. It's
Are
not
you
like
listening, everybody? That's what it takes. I don't even need love.
Zip
I
those
need
pants up.
success.
I'm gonna do some sets. I mean, that's true. It just gave me more fulfillment. Like nothing but like to me, like as good as you're gonna come is not better than writing a new writing a new joke and making it work on stage. Like I truly believe that. I've come as hard as I'm gonna come. I think. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Hang in there, champ.
I learned a new trick a couple months ago.
What was the trick?
I'm banging you, missionary.
Okay.
And then I make you straighten your legs.
Okay.
And then I put my legs over you. And then it's kind of like, and then I like do I jam straight down.
Oh, over me, over my legs or over my shoulder?
Over your legs.
Okay.
So it looks like it. How does he bang her in that position?
Right.
But real good. That's how I do it.
Sounds like it'd be great for your core as well.
I can do it. If you flip over, I can do it that way too.
I want you to teach a master class, but in just boning.
I did a class on eating butt once.
Yeah.
Because the person was like, "You might be the best ass eater I've ever been with."
And that was enough
Can
for
you
you to
do
make
a
a class?
tutorial on how to?
Whoa.
Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, I can."
Amazing.
Yeah.
Good. It's so nice that we all have our place in this world.
Yeah. It's like lesbians when they do the cookie thing when they're in a vagina with their two fingers and they do this weird hooks thing. I've been working on it. One of them taught me for a long time on her vagina. So she was like, "No, a little bit more like this, like that." And I was like, "Okay." But I can still tell when I watch, I think he's a him now. When he does it, I'm like, what? How come you're so much better than me? It's just a flick of the wrist. How can I not do that?
Well, you also have like big like fighter man hands.
Yeah.
You know, so I think sometimes it's like helps if they're like more small and agile.
My fingers are agile.
Relax. What do you want, little girl fingers?
I can play guitar.
You're never gonna be happy.
I think these are good because they're fat. You know what I mean?
Right. I know, but sometimes maybe you don't have like the dexterity that you need. That's good. Thank God.
Yeah, I would never.
Yeah, long nails or dirty nails, and then as it's going into your vagina, you're like, oh my God, get that out of here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's not good.
Yeah, dirty nails in sex is like, when I was younger and I used to like play in the dirt a lot, dirt on my hands and sandwiches was okay.
All right.
But then I got to a certain age where I was like, wash your hands, you animal.
Right.
You know, and enjoy the sandwich to its full potential.
Right.
They're like working on a car or on a dirt bike and having oil on your hands and eating sandwiches. If you wash your hands in front of everybody, they'll call you a pussy. So you gotta eat grease sandwiches. You have to.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So I was growing up. If I was like, oh, wait a second, guys, I gotta go wash my hands. Everyone, I would be known for
as the hand washing queer.
Yeah, grease is good for you, mate.
Yeah, they'll lap you straight out of the Jiffy Lube.
That's
I would never be
crazy.
allowed in Jiffy Lube again.
I mean, I feel like that's toxic to ingest that stuff.
Yeah, not if it's just a little bit on the bread.
Just a little bit.
I never got sick from eating oil sandwiches.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I didn't dip it in oil.
No, I understand.
Right.
Still feels dirty.
Yeah. But it's not that bad.
No, that's good. I'm glad you're still here.
I feel like there's more germs in people's houses sometimes than some motor oil on your sandwich.
Honestly, you're probably right.
Right? Or like when you get Postmates, there's something on Postmates that like a bunch of people taste your food or
I know. I can't think
mess
about
with
that.
it. I know.
I can't think about that. I love it too much. And we want to think that when the business puts the sticker on the paper bag that really protected us.
Yeah, I know. It's sealed.
Oh God.
Yeah. Whatever though. It's like when you make out with people, their spit goes in your mouth. I like it when people spit in my mouth.
I like that too.
Yeah. I like you. That's cool.
That's a fun one. I only started getting into that past couple of years. That was like a new.
It isn't a more mature move, I believe.
Yeah.
Because at first, when I was younger, if you did it, I'd be like, "What the?
Right.
Did you just do that?"
Well, and I find like a lot of men I don't know, they're not really into anything that feels like sexually violent, and you think that they would be from how much they seem to dislike us when we're clothed and walking around the world, but didn't translate.
Come on, guys, let's send that around.
There was a lot packed into that sentence.
Thank you.
When you say...
So I don't know if I fully answered your whore question either, but...
No, I feel satisfied on that front.
Okay, good.
When you say like sexual aggression, however you want to phrase it, you think guys don't like having it directed toward them, or guys don't like directing it in a playful way, in a wanted way towards women?
I feel like they feel a little uncomfortable directing it, and they certainly don't like it directed towards them.
Huh.
This is just my personal experience. I mean, obviously, I'm sure he's out there somewhere.
No,
yeah.
Pointers
Mr. Chokespit is out there some.
Girls giving me pointers used to be ego crushing. Because I'm like, wait, you're saying that I'm not doing it perfect?
Oh, well, I'm not even giving them pointers. I'm just, spit in my mouth. That's not like a pointer. It's more like a, hey.
Oh, a request?
An idea for a fun thing to do.
You can ask anything.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Wait, what is your favorite thing that is maybe to others considered sexually deviant to do?
You want to stick around for the Patreon show too? This could take a while.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I don't know. What's to regular people you're saying?
Well, I don't know. So for instance, I've never actually gotten the chance to do this, but I always really wanted to do blood play.
Yeah,
Very
I've
into
done that.
So you've done that. Did you do it with an actual registered nurse or?
No.
Okay, because that's the part that scares me, because you can really mess something up. So did you?
But
how did you do it?
Slash my arms on the outside with razor blades.
Okay.
And then she would suck the blood out and make it bleed way more.
Whoa, I like that. Yeah.
And then spit it everywhere while she was doing stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the first time she did it, she had blood all over her face. It was all over me. And she was on her knees in front of me, blowing me like a devil. And I was like, I think I'm in love.
This is great. I liked everything about that story.
Yeah, it was, I was like, I think this is the one.
Now, did you do any kind of STI test before that? Or you were just like,
no,
she looks fun?
STI, I could get AIDS.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I didn't think she had AIDS.
I wasn't even, AIDS, honestly, I wasn't even worried about that one. I was starting lower on the totem pole.
No, I didn't ask her about any of that. And she wasn't sleeping with other people. She's a crazy lady, but she was not a ridiculous person.
Right.
She did one time when we were doing it a lot, the blood play was happening almost every time.
Were you getting lightheaded?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't pouring buckets.
Right.
You'd be surprised how much can smear out pretty quick.
Yeah, no. I figured.
But once we were at, what's that, in the promenade in Santa Monica, and we're at a restaurant and we were drinking coffee in the middle of the day because she showed me what a red eye is and a black eye, and I was like, ooh. So I was into coffee with her.
Oh.
And then we bought each other little pocket knives necklaces, and she took the pocket knife necklace and she went into her arm and slit it and started bleeding into the coffee for me to drink it, which is super horny. But the cut was a little irresponsible, where I was like, what the?
Yeah.
I was like, don't ever do that again, all right?
Right.
There's levels.
Right.
And that is too far. Don't do that again.
But then you were also a little horny.
Well, I drank the coffee.
And what does the waiter or waitress say when they come over to the table and there's just blood everywhere?
There wasn't blood everywhere. She poured it into the coffee.
So it was irresponsible, but she still dripped it all in the coffee.
The whole time
Sir,
she was
please go to a
bleeding
different
ridiculously, she was pouring it into the coffee.
I like the drinking blood. It's just the slit this way, the way that you showed it. That is making me feel weak. I'm I'm gonna faint.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah.
And then she never did that again.
Okay. Well, she learned.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But it was still kind of horny too, though, because she was like, I'm showing you something and I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as I can show you.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm into it.
Yeah.
I like that.
I really like her.
Oh, was she still in the picture?
Nah.
Okay.
She left me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, it seems like there was a lot of blood loss. So.
We didn't do that in the end.
No.
We kind of stopped doing it.
Is that why you think maybe she left? That was kind of your main bond?
Nah.
Where do you go from blood play, though?
That's it. Yeah, I didn't decide to cut a finger off or anything. That was enough.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not really into hurting people. It was more of a very sexy, evil thing. And I was really into evil. I love, evil lyrics, evil people. Mm-hmm. And then when I got a little older, it was like, Well, you're a person. You're not like a demon.
Yeah.
And if you say you are a demon, you like in your 40s, you've kind of lost it.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean you're a
Well,
demon?
we all saw that happen with Marilyn Manson. So
Right.
when you're still painting your face, you're like, okay.
Somebody sent me a
Halloween's over.
Groupon today for Danzig concert tickets.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah,
I
not very
would go.
metal.
I love him.
Well, I know where you can get a deal.
Groupon.com.
I love fall because it means fall flavors. I don't really know how to cook. I'm a bit of a loser, live by myself, and I can't afford to order food. So this is saving my life. So your life could be saved too if you're anything like me and you hate cooking. Check it out, 50% off if you go to factormeals.com/Ellis50 and use the code Ellis50 to get 50% off.
Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit, can help you fuel up fast with chef-prepared, dietitian-approved, ready-to-eat meals delivered straight to your door. You'll save time, eat well, and stay on track with your healthy lifestyle.
You can choose from 34 weekly flavored meals that are fresh and never frozen and are ready to go in 2 minutes, yo.
They've got gourmet plus options that are prepared by chefs with premium ingredients like broccolini. It's like broccoli, only skinnier and fancier. Leeks, truffle butter, and asparagus.
They also have lunch, you tossers. So you got grain bowls, salad toppers, ready to eat when you're ready to go. No microwave required.
And don't forget about snacks. They have over 45 add-ons, including breakfast items like apple, cinnamon, pancakes, bacon, and cheddar egg bites, and potato, bacon, and egg breakfast skillet.
Man, I'm getting hungry right now.
You're listening to me?
Yeah, you little punks.
Factormeals.com/Ellis50. Use code Ellis50. Get 50% off, or I'm gonna
be factormeals.com/Ellis50 to get 50% off, or I'll break your Johnson. What's some of your influences when it comes to music? Besides Miley Cyrus.
My influences? Well, I mean...
Do you get any influences from...
For my comedy? No, I mean, like, I truly am, like, when I was talking about the Spice Girls, like, I truly do love the Spice Girls in a completely uniironic way. As absolutely.
You love their music.
I love their music. I love who they are as people. I love their characters. I feel like the Spice Girls in general influenced who I am as a person the most out of anyone in pop culture.
It's big to be honest like that.
Thank
like
you.
The lamest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
No, it's
Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
Posh.
Easily.
No contest.
I met her.
What you're sitting over there shocked.
She's like 4th at best.
Oh
What?
my God.
No, she's not.
Do
please.
it. Do
You're
it
just
from 1 to 5. And I need to hear
Yeah.
this.
Sporty.
Ew.
Sporty.
Best singer, but
Sporty's not
I've never heard anyone say
hot.
Sporty first in the entirety.
Sporty's the most talented.
The Spice Girls
one?
aren't about being hot, Jason. God.
Yeah, but she's not hot.
I think she's pretty. She's aged extremely well.
Yeah, because she's fit. Mm-hmm. But her head's still off.
I just like her. Is she a lesbian?
No.
Oh, she gave me a little
'cause
bit.
She's fit.
No, she gave me a little bit of a lesbian vibe. And in retrospect,
the entire Sporty thing? Yeah, of course. Yeah, no, but she's not.
And in retrospect, I think that's what I was into. But she had like a little solo career.
We have to unpack that.
Yeah, he's into gays.
Yeah, I think I would
Just
be.
unpacked it for you.
My wife is not. Has never been mistaken for a lesbian.
Okay.
But I'm into all sorts of things. And yeah, like a woman who could be mistaken. I dated some girls who could be mistaken for lesbians.
You date a girl who turned gay?
I dated a girl who turned gay, and I think I dated a girl who transitioned.
I mean, I think she was gay the whole time. She just was not
Yeah,
telling you.
but I put it over the top.
Yeah, she was like, this was my last one, and I'm definitely gay.
Well, that settles it. Yeah, I'm marrying this chick and moving to Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sporty's the best. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're all pretty terrible. But
Ginger's pretty bad.
They're all pretty terrible.
Scary's probably second.
I like Scary.
I've met her. She's wonderful.
Ginger's a hustler.
Okay.
I can respect that.
I
Yeah.
don't like her.
I mean, Baby's better than Posh. Posh is worthless. You could do better for role
Baby's
models.
lazy.
worthless. She's. I mean, if we're talking about actual finances, she's by far worth the most.
Of course, no. That's not what I meant by
Because
that.
Eddie Murphy.
No. Eddie Murphy is Scary Spice. Posh Spice is married to David Beckham, but she's wealthy, independent of him.
She's freaking Posh Spice. It's like
Well, and she has her clothing line, and she was also going into the Spice Girls. She was the wealthiest out of the 5 because she grew up. Her dad was an electrician.
Did you know there's a rumor that Eddie Murphy kills trans girls?
I did not hear that rumor. No,
Trans community sweats him big time.
really?
Yep.
Wait, is sweats bad? When I was
Don't
young,
talk trash
Sweats
to
is
Eddie
good.
Murphy. don't hang out with Eddie Murphy because you will
don't-
disappear.
Right.
Oh, so you're saying when he got that when he picked up that girl that one time,
Allegedly, yeah.
it's a good thing. Well, that's not alleged. That happened, right?
Right, but for the reasons that he said.
Oh, right. It's a good thing that he was picked up for that, or else we may have never seen.
Yep.
That wasn't Divine Brown. That was Hugh Grant, right?
But he had a couple of girls and they
Hugh
they
Grant
died.
also- What are you? Wait,
That's what I heard.
Is this like information we can find like on the dark web, or like where is this? I never heard this before. I can't believe this.
Just a person in the community who said it, and I was like, "Excuse me,"
Oh my god!
and they're like, "You don't know about that?" And I'm like, "I don't know about what?" And then she proceeded to tell me some run-ins where the person is no longer here.
Holy crap! Well, I already thought he was a
And the
dirtbag.
trans community knows of it. I'm like, "Is this just you making it up?" She's like, "No, everybody talks about it."
Oh my
I'm like,
god!
Really? Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh my
I'm
god!
not saying it's true. I'm just saying somebody told me, and they are the community. So I would their info would be.
Well, he's definitely homophobic. I mean, if you watch his most the most famous special where he's wearing the all red leather.
Yeah.
The first 10 minutes is literally him
Mr. T.
using the F word like just constantly. The homophobic F word, not the other F
got
word.
you.
Yeah, it was. I have never had to turn off a comedy special before. I can handle anything. Nothing offends me at this point. I'll hear anything whether I think it's funny or not. I actually had to turn it off because it was so difficult.
Did you watch it recently or back when it came out?
No, I tried to watch it recently.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, holy moly.
When you watched it back in the day, you didn't get triggered at all, though, right?
I don't know. I don't think I was too young to have watched it when
Me
it originally
too.
came out, and then I just never got around to it, and I was kind of just slowly doing my
wow.
comedy homework, watching all the things that I should have seen.
Were you not a fan of comedy when you got into comedy?
No, I was, but I mean, I was definitely watching more of female comedians. I mean, the reasons I got into, Kathy Griffin, number one, and then I was really into Eddie Izzard, so that's the kind of content I was watching. And also, oddly, John Leguizamo's one-man shows were a huge reason that I got into comedy. I just sat one summer and watched them all on HBO, and I was like, whatever he's doing, this is incredible, and I need to do this.
Isn't that crazy that he did, he's not a comedian, but
he's so talented.
Those are amazing shows.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy to think, though, the Eddie Murphy stuff, and I don't say this at all to excuse it, it almost makes it worse. You have to consider the fact that he was not a fringe person who only played to certain crowds. I believe you're talking about Raw. I think
yes.
That had a theatrical release.
Oh, and absolutely. I
So,
mean, the whole theater's laughing.
Isn't it so crazy to think that not only did he do that, but everybody co-signed it.
Yeah.
Everybody. For years and years. I remember when, I believe when Magic Johnson came forward and said he was positive for HIV, went on Arsenio and did the first interview to acknowledge, to discuss it in public. And Arsenio was like, I have to ask you the tough question. Like, did you get it from a guy? And he's like, no, absolutely not. And the crowd did a standing O. It's like, okay, fine.
Right.
As long as you're not gay.
As if it would be fine that he's dying if he got it from being gay.
It would be much better.
Insane.
Yeah.
No, that was another difficult part of watching it. So it's not only is he saying it, but you can tell by the audience reaction, it's not really considered controversial.
No.
They're just like, oh, hilarious.
Right.
And you're like, oh my
God. Only libtards and snowflakes would have been triggered by that.
Right.
When will those guys learn?
Yeah. I didn't even know I was gay, so I didn't get offended at all. I got to watch it now and see if I get triggered.
Interesting.
Right.
You had no clue?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I was absolutely positive that I was straight.
It's so rare that you hear a story like that.
Yeah, it's pretty trippy when I think about it. I remember I've told Tully, I remember watching Oprah and stuff and going, man, those poor people, because it was like a segment on molested people.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah.
And then I took a bunch of drugs and an imaginary friend told me all about it.
Right.
And then that was it. I was like, whoa, it happened?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And then more happened, but I didn't remember it until I was like 40.
Yeah, I mean, so many people across the board were molested, but I think so many men were molested and specifically don't talk about it. I think maybe that's the next wave. It's the women started talking now. Next wave is men start talking about it.
I remember telling somebody after a contest in Tampa, he was a good friend. He was like, "Why are you telling me?" I was like, I don't know. All of a sudden I was like, "Oh, I don't know." But it flipped on me real quick where I was like, "Yeah, why am I telling you?"
You just needed to tell someone.
I know, right? But but just it was a different world back then. Like you're saying, Eddie Murphy, this is, 20 years ago, where, there was people, because I hooked up with a trans girl once, and that one skateboarder in Australia saw it. And then when he decided not to like me several years later, he would tell everybody in skateboarding that I hooked up with, that I'm an F-bomb because I hooked up with a trans girl. And I denied it because it was like, if this is true, people said to me, I know you're cool, dude. This rumor is just a rumor. But if it was true, we wouldn't be cool. You know that, right? And I'm like, yeah, of course. But I'm not. So it was like I got kicked off a team because of it.
That's ridiculous.
They all called me and they were all snickering in the background while the main dude was like, you're kicked off.
Snickering in the background like it's middle school?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but that was kind of what it was. I remember thinking, just keep denying. Like at least I moved back to Australia. I gave up.
Going back to the Australia?
I couldn't go to a contest anymore. Every time I went to the contest, this dude was there telling people. Like he was out of his mind.
Right.
And he was telling anyone that would listen.
Yeah.
He was telling kids. Like I would go to some kid who'd ask me to sign his board, and then he'd say, that guy over there said you're a fag. Is that true?
See, that's really weird that it makes me think that he's closeted or something.
No, in the end, he told me about that he's bi.
Oh, so there you go.
And he wanted to do something with me. And
there
I was
you go.
like, dude.
Yeah, 9 times out of 10, that's the one.
Yeah,
that's
just
why
remember
someone's
that
obsessed with that.
There's a lesson in that. Every single person who talks shit about you secretly wants to have sex with you.
That makes me feel better, Michael. I'm just going to look at no, I will not have sex with you.
Yeah.
Hey.
And that goes for everybody who's
People
watching
being
or
mean
listening.
on my Instagram. No, I will not have sex with you.
But he might.
I might, though.
That's what you said to that guy at the gym. Then 1 week later.
Yeah, right?
I couldn't.
I couldn't resist. A free one? Come on. Yeah.
We've prepared a little thing to do with our guests today. You host you seem like a bit of a horror buff.
You like horror movies, right?
I love horror movies, but gosh, if I'm going to be tested on it now, I'm nervous.
Well, it's going to be a relaxing test because I'm just going to pull...
No, a relaxing test.
Yeah, because you can't really win or lose.
Okay.
Because I'm just going to explain what the movie's about, and you're
Okay.
going to guess what the movie is.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
But I'm going to explain it in a really stupid way.
Okay.
Okay, hopefully. Okay, so this movie is a movie about there's like kids and adults. There's like a mom, and then there's like a kid, and one of the kids is allergic to, I think, nuts.
Okay.
And the brother takes the kid to a party, and the kid eats the cake.
Oh, Hereditary.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. God, that scene is burned in my... the scene.
Yeah, you didn't let me get to the bit where her head comes off.
Sorry, I didn't need it. Once I heard the allergy, I was like, I know which one this is.
Yeah, that was a terrifying movie.
Oh, God, that was.
Okay, next one. You ready? Do you like it? You're doing good so far.
The one right.
You're winning. This movie.
You said there was no winning or losing.
Well, you won.
Now
Sorry.
I'm stressed out.
Everything's
Okay,
a
you could lose
competition.
this one though, potentially.
So
and
far,
it's-
you're the all-time champion in this.
Yeah.
Of this new game.
This movie's about a monster.
Okay.
Yeah. And this monster is gigantic and also is an animal.
Okay.
So you think that an animal wouldn't have a personal vendetta because
Right.
it couldn't do that. But this one does so badly
down
that
to
when he dies and has babies, the babies want to kill that family.
So wait, it's down to 2, but
This is decades of monster attacking this family. At one point, one of the sons swam to the Bahamas to eat the...
Wait, is it Godzilla?
Nah.
Or no?
No, this is a
was
real...
thinking-
This is a real monster that actually exists.
Oh.
These are real things, but this one, there's several of movies.
Jaws?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. See, you won again.
I was like thinking, big monster. I was like, vendetta. That's like every movie. Someone with a vendetta. That's really
You realize
the human
in
condition.
Jaws 4, Mrs. Brody goes to the Bahamas to hang out with her son because Jaws' son went to the Bahamas to eat his son, like son-on-son crime. And then Mrs. Brody goes there, and Jaws' son knows Mrs. Brody's in the boat and tries to attack the boat, but Mrs. Brody stabs Jaws' son with the boat. And there's no doubt that Jaws' son had babies, and those babies are going to kill Chief Brody's son's kids.
It's really like Jaws is really like Michael Myers when you think about it. It's just like it's never gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when you kill him, he comes back.
Yeah. I love this.
Me too.
I think you have a future in doing YouTube shorts where you kind of just explain a horror movie.
Someone brought up that I should do YouTube stuff the other day. I'm too busy.
Well, with all those putting your penis through the hole sex things, yeah.
What? That's after work hours.
Oh, that's quick. I'm just jealous.
You ready? Mm-hmm. This is a movie about a man. I don't know if the man's real or not.
Okay.
He might have been real and then he died. Now he's the ghost of a man.
Okay.
But you don't want to say his name 3 times and look in the mirror.
Candyman?
Yep.
Okay.
I gave that away.
Wait, have you, did you, is the bowl full of movies that you have seen? All
Hopefully.
Hope so.
So far, so good.
I don't know how much you prep your podcasts, but
I'm impressed that there's a whole bowl of, like, I feel so flattered.
Yeah, no, we did this for you.
This is lovely.
Yeah, and you showed up late.
Oh, I tried so hard. Guys, it was over an hour to get here. It was because I'm not staying in Los Angeles proper this time.
Look, you're a New Yorker. You don't get how this place works. I get it.
It was worse than ever.
Okay, you ready for this movie?
Yeah.
This is a very scary movie.
Yeah.
About a real scary guy that was a real guy. And he died.
Okay.
And he comes back in your dreams. And
Freddy Krueger?
Yeah, goddamn. Yeah, I got to be more mysterious.
But you said he's a real
He was a real guy.
You mean like in real life?
He was a real guy in the movie.
No, yeah, no, I know
and
that
he killed
part.
kids and then the parents killed him.
I thought you were trying to say like Freddy Krueger was based on like a historical figure, and I was like, you got to fact check that.
In the world of Nightmare on Elm Street.
I get it.
he was a janitor, you see.
Yeah, thank you, Michael. Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Jason also thinks all these people were real. So.
Shut up, Miles.
Put your sunglasses on,
I
Miles.
was like, he took his sunglasses off, so now he's even more confident.
Okay, this movie is real. This is based on a true story.
Real movie.
Yeah, and a real movie about a guy. It's always a guy. You notice that?
I did notice that.
What's up with that? I wonder if Jaws was a lady. Because it doesn't say.
It doesn't say.
Who's the best female antagonist?
Chief Brody called him a son of a bitch. Do you call women a son of a bitch?
Sometimes.
Right, there you go.
Yeah,
All the time for
can.
you, Michael, right?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, they love it.
This is a movie about a guy. He is crazy.
Okay.
And he lives with his family.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like hidden in the bottom of the house somewhere. They got like a secret house under the house because they're a crazy family.
Is this Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
God damn it.
Okay.
You're really good at that. Okay, and I'm going to get real weird now. You're not going to guess this one. Okay, this is a movie about a crazy guy.
I feel like we're discovering the skeleton key to horror here.
He really loves
there a recipe for success?
He really loves his mother.
Psycho?
God! Yes! Fuck! I'm not even going to say what the real story is to throw you off.
You had
Okay.
better luck with this bit when you were talking about single chicks in New York and Anna Kendrick movies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So this is a movie about a guy. He's crazy.
Oh, he's crazy too. Okay.
But he has a lot of friends. They live in a special world in another dimension. And every now and then they show up if you open the Rubik's Cube.
Hellraiser.
Yes. That wasn't mysterious at all.
That one's the one that I feel like you have to like be really into horror to know. Most people haven't seen Hellraiser.
Your suffering will be legendary even in hell is maybe one of the greatest things ever said in a movie.
I agree, but I feel like most people I know who aren't into that genre haven't seen that film.
So horny.
And because I'm like Pinhead, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I can't be here."
Yeah, if you don't know Pinhead, you don't know life.
Like growing up, we had a Pinhead statue on my mantle.
Yeah,
like in my family room.
Wait, your parents got it?
Yeah, my little brother is named Christopher Lee because that's my dad's favorite Dracula.
Yeah.
That's how into horror we are in my house.
Respect.
Yeah.
Okay, this movie is about a girl.
Ooh.
And she's crazy.
Fuck.
Finally. That's it. That's all I'm giving
Exorcist?
you. No.
Okay.
She is a nerd.
Okay.
And her mom is crazy. She got her crazy because her mom's
Carrie.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to play this anymore. Okay, this is a movie, and it's a movie about a real thing that happened where these college people, they're so stupid. You're going to school. Why are you so dumb? You know, like, what do you do for a living? I go to school. Duh. I don't know when a monster's going to kill me. Like, it's so stupid.
Right.
I don't know how to get off this place. Yeah, just walk straight, you loser. But yeah, they get lost, and then like this person kills them all one by one, and everyone's crying. One time, a lady cried on the camera, and it was all heartfelt.
They're in a Blair Witch Project?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I didn't remember that they were all in school. I didn't remember that as being one of the main focal points of the film.
I did. I hate frat people.
The schooling.
Yeah. And like, let's go on a frat excursion. It's like, you guys suck.
Or were they like
Everything
maybe,
you want to
maybe
do
in
is
like,
so lame.
Were they like in film school?
Yeah. They were. Wasn't the
Journalism?
premise that they were going to make a film about the the legend of the Blair Witch, right? I mean, I saw this when I was like in 6th grade, and I didn't watch it again, so I don't. That's like as clear as I remember. But
Are
I
you
did
trying
make
to say
my
that
own.
I made a mistake?
No. I'm not saying you made a mistake. I'm just saying I didn't remember them being in school as like one of the main memorable things.
Yeah, that's why they all did it.
movie.
They don't like each other.
Right. It was just like a
They got to do it to make a movie.
mandated project.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone in their class
I-
scattered throughout the woods.
I didn't know they were getting like pass fail for the actual
Oh, yeah.
Blair
If
Witch
you don't
project.
see a witch, you are getting an F.
50% of your class grade will be depended on for the Blair Witch project.
It would have been,
itself.
if you think about it,
Based on
if
it.
the witch hadn't have showed up, that would have been a really bad movie for them and the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they really needed her.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's a her. Is there
Yeah.
witch men?
Well, I mean, men can be witches
Are you
because
still called a witch? Aren't you a warlock?
no, they don't like that. That's like a derogatory term in the
What?
Wiccan world.
Warlock is offensive.
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with warlocks?
Ask them.
I thought warlocks were cool.
No, I mean, I think it's a cool word too, but they don't. They don't like that.
Warlock.
Well, how do you know? So how do you know that they don't like that?
I mean, I actually studied Wicca,
Okay.
like as a
Ooh.
religion.
Yeah.
I still practice it.
No
I mean,
wonder-
I don't really talk
You
about it a lot because
practice?
people get weird about it. But yeah, like
Yeah.
I have an altar and stuff.
Do you curse people?
No. Actual, like that. This is what people don't understand. Like actual witchcraft is like probably the most, like the kindest of the religions in my,
Did you
of the
cast a
main
spell on
ones.
yourself to be a successful comedian and podcaster?
Cast a spell? No. I mean, I guess that would be more into like you can do like prosperity spells. So
Did you
over
do
the years,
that?
yes, but I didn't do like I wasn't heavily
Can you do one
practicing
for
during
me?
that time. You're not really supposed to do spells for other people in that
Oh.
way unless they're like unable to do it for themselves. Like when my dad was like sick, I did do it on him because he was unable to do it for himself.
Right.
But across like they don't like love that.
Yeah, I could do it myself.
Yeah, but you can, and I think that you have the most power over you. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I like about the religion. It really like makes you see how much power that you have within yourself.
Ooh.
It's nice.
I like that.
I like it too.
Yeah, that feels good. Power's cool.
Very nature based, ancestor based. You know,
Whose sister? What?
yeah, like you're like basically when you're doing prayers and stuff, you're praying to your dead relatives and nature. You're not praying to a god that you don't know exists.
Praying
or
to
not.
nature's good because
Yeah.
nature has a lot of power.
Yeah.
You know, I don't feel like nature can hear me word for word, but if you can connect with nature and it works with you, I
Mhm.
feel like you'd be stronger.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah. There's a lot of power in trees because they make oxygen.
Yes,
They're very special.
And we need that.
We
They say.
do.
we do need that.
So far, till we figure out how to live under the sea. I've always wanted to be a merman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you see
Or
the
a
Barbie
mermaid.
movie?
I just realized I would be a mermaid.
Oh, there's some mermaids. Dua Lipa's a mermaid in the Barbie movie.
I haven't watched that.
Spoiler.
I don't think I'm going to.
No? It
I
feels
just-
like it's like kind of like a jolly good time like that you would like.
Because I'm gay.
No, it seems like a
I
like
like the
romp.
Mermaid movie.
Right.
I watched
Like
that.
The Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Or just it was another like
no, the Little
Mermaids
Mermaid, the
with
black,
Cher?
the black lady.
Oh, the
Black
new
Mermaid.
live action Little Mermaid. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was pretty
When
good.
he said the
We
black
met her.
lady, I was like, are we playing the guessing game again?
And she's crazy.
Yeah, she's crazy.
There's a black mermaid and she's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, my daughter met Ariel, the new Ariel, this past
Nuh-uh.
weekend at Disneyland. She's just totally hanging out there. She's
Ooh.
super cool in real life. Yeah.
Oh wait, are you talking about like the dress up character? I was like, why is the actress just hanging out there? Seemingly she has other things
How
to do.
dare you?
Oh,
As far as me and my daughter know, that was the real Ariel.
How old's your daughter?
5?
Oh, okay. That I didn't like how you answered that.
I just talked to somebody who said his daughter's 6, and for a second I got his mixed up with mine.
I was like, 5 is low enough that you should still have tabs on it.
Yeah, that's a good point. As long as I got my Spice Girls straight.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Which I do.
Your list was out of control. Bring it to the Spice Council. I've never heard someone rank them in that order before, but we
Yeah.
don't even have the time to argue that.
yeah, that is a ridiculous. Sporty Spice is not.
When Sporty came out of his mouth first, me and you were like,
Yeah,
what?
it's like you haven't even seen the Spice Girls.
Where would 2 become
know
1 be
anything?
without her?
What?
What?
That's their best song.
Listen, okay.
Can we agree on that?
Nope, it's Say You'll Be There. Not even up for argument. So To Become One's a good song. Say You'll Be There is just, have you heard both of these songs? We can put them on and have him listen and have him be the judge.
To become we don't need to.
But
No, do it.
vocally,
Do
yes,
both songs.
Mel C is the
Do both
strongest.
songs so that I can know.
love to you,
All right, well-
babe. Had a little love. Now I'm back for more. Set your spirit free. This is the only way they can actually sing, is by whisper singing. It's the only way to
Jesus,
be.
they're throwing a lot of shade
I've
at
never
the
heard
Spice
that
Girls.
song.
Yeah, because they suck.
They do not suck.
What's
They're
the other
really
song
bad.
go?
Their
How's
movie-
the other
their movie-
song go?
Okay, their movie was bad.
No, their movie was hilarious.
Okay, you're
Hilarious.
Out of your
They achieved what the
flippin' mind.
Beatles tried to achieve with their movie.
Success.
Yeah, see, you hear that?
Wait. Are you talking smack on the Beatles over Spice
The
Girls?
Beatles movie only. The
Nah,
Beatles movie.
You can't. We're talking
Why?
about musicians and then we're talking about entertainers. It's 2 different sports.
I'm talking about the movie. They weren't film actors.
Spice Girls can't play music.
That has nothing to do with the movie.
It's a band.
What? It has nothing to do with the movie. It's a
music
film.
is everything
You guys are.
to a band.
They're a pop group, I would say, not a band. To
I don't
call them a
remember-
band is setting them up for failure. I
I don't
think we
remember
can all
watching
agree on
both
that.
movies. Were you saying that the Beatles movie flopped?
Well, but what they were trying to achieve with it and kind of make it campy and fun, I think the Spice Girls actually achieved it.
But you're saying
And
that the Beatles
successfully.
movie was not fun.
I don't think they did it as well as the Spice Girls. No.
What about if you do the time difference?
Oh, at the decades difference?
When they released their movie, what?
It wasn't
movie-
like a technological issue.
Yes, it was. Movies sucked in the 70s. Everybody was bad at writing
No,
movies.
Rocky Horror Picture Show came out in the 70s. It's one of the greatest movies of all time.
Yeah, okay, one, but then all the rest of them
They
were
were
terrible.
like, you know what? They put all the energy into Rocky Horror. There's singing, there's horror, there's everything, there's spoof.
Was
All
it
right.
the Spice Girls movie was a literal remake of the Beatles movie?
It wasn't a literal remake of it. It wasn't like when they did Psycho again, shot for shot. I mean,
Right. But it was.
I think exactly what I said. I think what they were trying to capture, the essence of it. Yes, it was supposed to be what was Hard Day's Night.
I believe so.
Was for the Beatles, but I think it was more successful with the Spice Girls. Their personalities are just so bubbly, and it's clear who each one of them are, which is better for character development in the plot of a film.
I get that. Yeah, they're all very individually.
Yeah.
They're easily branded.
Yeah.
Wow. You're.
This is not. I'm not trashing the Beatles, guys.
Sounds like a little
I'm
bit.
feeling personally
Men
attacked.
get so crazy. So, this guy was crazy, and then he was trashing the Beatles, and then he ripped off someone's face. I feel like what's gonna
That's
happen.
what's about to happen next.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. This is how faces come off.
This
ladies
is
and
how it
gentlemen.
ends.
Yeah.
We had the co-host of one of your podcasts here recently, and she wouldn't shut up about Beyonce. And this seems
Wouldn't shut up.
That
huh?
sentence felt anti-feminist.
that seems sane by comparison to the nonsense you've been spewing.
Oh my god. Who's this guy? You guys are all giggling over a joke that wasn't funny.
I thought it was kind of funny.
So,
Spice Girls is a crazy argument. You got to allow us.
What's the argument
And it's
that
not because they're women.
You didn't
It's
ask-
because they're shit musicians.
You didn't ask who is the greatest band of all time. You said who influenced you, and I answered authentically, and now you've been mocking me.
You're right.
And look at your shorts. If we want to start roasting each other. I mean, I didn't know that we're just fists are coming out now.
What's wrong with my shorts?
They're ridiculous. Those are ridiculous too. I like them though.
What do you mean they're ridiculous? Because they're so short?
I mean,
It's the whole point of shorts. I don't want any material on my legs.
I didn't know that was the point of shorts, but I like
It's the whole point of them.
the whole point.
The
of it.
lower they go, the more restraint I
Right.
get.
Right.
And I'm free, baby.
You're free. Well,
The longer they get, the less short they get.
Huh?
The longer they get, the less short they get.
Yeah.
Thereby living less and less up to their name.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah. I'm here for you.
I'm
here for you.
I was down and out.
oh,
Yeah.
man.
I love your dress, by the way.
Okay, we're already not friends.
You didn't even sing your song. I made the case for mine.
Oh, I thought you were gonna cover both. I'm not singing. That's like the one thing I won't do. I'll do. I would.
They're not
I would
singing
take my
either. You probably
top
sound
off
right.
before I would sing. What?
Nothing.
They're not singing. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Sassy.
Those guys.
Sassy. Got sassy spice over here. Also, is this Dracula on your leg or what is that?
It was Tito Ortiz, but Tito Ortiz
That's
is
not good. I was thinking-
potentially a racist.
So now it's Dracula?
So yeah, my ex-wife turned him into Dracula.
Oh, so I wasn't seeing things. That was that because it looked like a bat wing, like from the collar. Okay,
yeah,
interesting.
It's Dracula.
Okay, but he does now.
Stick and poke.
Makes really.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, my ex was really good with a stick and poke.
whoa! I've always been interested.
And then I got a dead person's ligament put in after it. So there's like a big dirty scar there where I got.
Wait, you got someone else's?
Yeah, dead man's MCL.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, you can. And carbon fiber and Kevlar.
Wait, because you were injured or because you wanted a part of someone else in you?
Nah, I tore mine off
Oh,
and then my
okay.
body ate it. Did you know that?
Oh,
Yeah, if you snap your ligament off and you don't get it treated, that your body eats the tendon.
oh! I thought you meant you guys like sat down to dinner like the way you would eat a
Oh, no.
placenta and ate each other's ligaments.
Yeah.
And I was also fine with that, to be honest.
Have you eaten yourself?
Have I eaten myself? I don't have I never had placenta come out.
Yeah, have you ever just cut a piece of your meat off and eat it?
No, I've tasted my own like ejaculate, but I
Nice.
haven't tasted. I haven't like you've cut off a piece of your own flesh and consumed it.
Yeah, and
That's badass.
The dog had some too.
Are you serious?
I cooked it.
From what part of your body?
I got a scarification. It's kind of healed now, but I got somebody cut a logo into my leg
Whoa!
with a scalpel, and the logo was my meat, and it was like enough to eat. So my ex was like, "Let me fry it up, and we can eat it."
I don't know where you find these women, but it's fascinating. Did you
Yeah.
season it?
Nah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
I
the
know.
craziest thing that you
Maybe
said
she
so
did.
far.
I didn't
Right.
watch her.
That was the most appalling part of it.
I didn't watch her cook it. Maybe she did.
I would have put some Old Bay on that. Mm.
It melted in my mouth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So wait, okay, was it just skin?
Kinda
or-
bacony.
Oh my god, dude.
Okay. So was it just the skin? I can see the skin getting crispy.
Yeah, it did.
This is fascinating.
Yeah, it wasn't bad. Chickle loved it.
That's your
Chicken.
dog?
Chickle would have eaten me for sure.
No.
Yeah, but he loves me.
Is Chickle here?
Yeah, he's on the couch.
Oh, God, I didn't know there was a dog here. And
There's 5 dogs here.
What?
Yeah.
This is
and
my dream.
and a dragon.
Okay, then I
There's
feel
6
like you're
dogs here right
lying.
now, right? Yeah,
6
Brianna's
dogs?
here.
Wow, I love dogs.
Yeah. We should wrap it up and you should go meet the dogs.
I would love to meet every
They
one of
would
them.
love to meet you.
Oh, I love dogs.
They're very, they love meeting people.
Mm.
It's one of their favorite pastimes. How many podcasts do you have?
2.
2.
Yes.
What are their names?
Guys We Fucked, the anti-slut shaming podcast with Christina Hutchinson, who was here.
Yeah.
And then Without a Country is my solo political podcast that
Right.
you were referencing before.
Yeah, I like it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks so much.
Yeah, you're very smart.
I'm really not. That's kind of the point of the show is that I'm not that smart, but I'm actively trying to not be not smart. Yeah.
Well, you sound smart.
I'm smart in the things that I know a lot about. I instead of trying to know a little bit about a lot of things, I know a lot about a couple things.
Well, I'm impressed. I'm impressed by both of you. I thought your show was really good.
Thank you. You were an incredible guest.
I was like, you guys are really pro and you know what you're doing.
Well, we've been doing it for like 10 years, so if you were bad
You
at
can
it,
tell.
that would be embarrassing.
Yeah, fair enough.
That would be very embarrassing for us.
Where do people go to see tour dates and stuff?
I have my Linktree link in my Instagram. It's at Philanthropy Gal. You can also check me out at CorinneFisher.com. And then if you're in LA, I have a new monthly show at the Comedy Store called Gash, and you can follow that online at Gash/Slasher Comedy. It is horror themed. So.
What day is that?
Well, I mean, one's today, but you can't come to that one because you have your gig in Oxnard. But I'll invite you to the next one.
Yeah, okay.
It's mostly every month. I mean, I fly out from New York City to do it, so basically we try to do it, but it's not like the same exact week. It's based on my schedule.
You do other shows when you're down here, though, right? It's not just that show.
That's the primary reason I'm coming. But yeah, I mean, I'm doing other Comedy Store improv dates while I'm down here. Yeah.
How long do you usually come when you come down here?
3 to 5 days. I feel like I like LA more when I make it short and sweet and come more frequently, but spend less time here.
All right.
Yeah.
I get that.
I'm trying to fall in love with LA the way I am in love with New York, but I'm like madly in love with New York. So.
Well, good luck with that.
Are you snickering because it's not possible?
I don't know. I love it here.
Yeah?
I think it's weird when I hear people shit on it. I'm like,
well, that's why I'm taking it. I'm
like,
actively
dickheads
trying
are
to work on
everywhere.
our relationship.
yeah. Yeah, well,
We're in couples therapy right now in LA.
well, if you want to smoke weed and fight, hit me up.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for being on the show. Appreciate it, everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening. And if you want to see more, patreon.com/Ellis, mate, because we do a lot of live shows there. We're very busy. Love you guys. Don't die.